Hey everyone, what's all the buzz about winter sowing? Today I'm going to give you a quick demonstration on how to winter sow. I'm also going to be answering questions that came in about winter sowing. Winter sowing is actually planting seeds in a container and putting them outside in the cold, harsh winter so that they can be cold stratified, but also in a protected way. The advantages of winter sowing: it's inexpensive, it requires very little tools, it saves space in your grow station. If you want to grow some more unique varieties that aren't the common varieties that the nurseries have, then you're going to save a lot of money and you're going to be able to pick the exact variety that you want to grow. Perennials, flowers, and herbs, plants that tolerate the cold, like cold vegetable varieties, do well with this process. If it's the kind of variety that doesn't transplant well, you don't want to winter sow it. Or if it's a variety that needs that really warm weather, just wait and plant those outside. One of the easiest ways to winter sow is to reuse these milk jugs that most of us have floating around our house. I also do like these food containers that have the clear plastic lids. So see where the handle is? We're gonna leave this like 2-inch space, and I'm gonna leave a good 3 to 4 inches at the bottom. So I'm gonna start about right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and get over to the other side of where the handle is. Let me show you how cool this is. That leaves a little hinge spot so that you can open and close your milk jug, but it's still attached. So the next thing you need to do is put holes in the bottom, because with winter sowing you need good drainage. So I have this little tool that just has a really sharp tip, and I'm just going to poke maybe like 6 or 7 holes around the bottom. So now that my holes, drainage holes, are poked in, we're going to go ahead and add about 2 inches of soil. So you want to use potting soil. You could use compost if you have some of that at your house. I wouldn't recommend using a seed starting mix unless that's all you have and you don't want to buy something new. Seed starting mix doesn't have as many drainage properties like the peat moss and the perlite, and it also doesn't have the nutrients. It's important to check your seed packet varieties because all seeds have unique needs. For milkweed seeds, these need about 1/4 of an inch of depth. So I've pre-moistened the soil, so it's moist. It's not soggy, but it's nice and moist, and I put about 2 inches in the bottom. And with planting our seeds, we're going to plant them closer, because remember, we're going to transplant these out of the milk jugs in the spring. So I'm going to poke about 4 holes around the outside edge and then 1 in the middle. I'm going to put 2 seeds in each hole, and that way that allows me, if for some reason one doesn't come up, I've got 2 options. Okay, so we've got our seeds covered. I am going to go ahead and run some duct tape around it to keep it a little more secure. You don't put the lid back on, you leave the hole in the top, because this is how your seeds are going to get that extra moisture in wintertime. They're going to get, rain and snow that falls. If it's been dry where you live for quite a while, then you're going to want to add some water. So I would say about every 4 to 5 days I like to check on them, and that is how simple it is to winter sow. So I'm going to tape it up. It'll be ready to go outside. Be sure to check out our website for blog articles in our planters library on gardening and for lots of seed varieties, and feel free to follow us on social media. Thanks for being here.